What's your outcome? Have you gotten really clear on what you want to get out of your practice? And I mean this in the context of your immediate goals, like how often do you want to be practicing on a weekly basis? And I mean it in terms of your longer term goals. I mean, you've had a practice for 14 years, 12 years, and I'm wondering what we can do to facilitate you getting what you want out of your practice time for the best outcomes, because it doesn't help you much if I give you some material, you get the material for a week or two, but then you're not picking up your poi because you're not, for whatever reason. I know life is life, but the question is, how much of a priority do you want your practice to be in your life? And how much do you want to make it part of your experience? And have you given that any thought? And if you haven't given that any thought, how can I inspire you to at least consider it for yourself so that you can set up your practice in a way that facilitates achieving what it is you want to achieve from this experience? I mean, your time is the one commodity you will never get back, or, well, I don't know, maybe technology will change that, but seems like as of now, it's the one thing you really cannot get back. So investing it wisely makes a lot of sense. So what do you want, and how will you know when you get it? Can I offer a suggestion instead of 1 hour, 1 day a week? Like 10 minutes is better. Picking up your poi and spinning for 1 minute is better than no minutes. And if making the commitment to an hour is too much because you can't give it the whole hour, at least give it whatever time you can give it. Because when I started out my practice, my entire practice was built on me going outside while my coworker was taking cigarette breaks. And while they were smoking a cigarette, I would practice. But that's it. So like we're talking 7 minutes here, and I didn't even go every single time. So I would do it like maybe once a day, 5 days a week. Maybe so we're talking very little practice time. Something between 25 and 40 minutes a week maybe. But it still progressed my practice. And I feel like, and it keeps you in touch, and you still get the general sense of how you do the manipulation of your hands to make the handles do the thing that you want to do. And maintaining that baseline skill level helps you reconnect later when you have more practice time. So I would offer that something is better than nothing. And even if you're doing a lot of little somethings, I mean, if you just think about, well, if I had just taken 10 minutes to do it over the last 5 weeks when I was really stressed, I would have had 50 minutes versus no minutes. And if your mindset of all or nothing, it's got to be an hour or I'm not doing it, is preventing you from doing anything, I would say try the 1 song challenge instead. I'm just going to try and spin 1 song, the 1 song challenge, where you try and do just a single song, however long it is. It could just be a 30-second jingle. That's how my daily practice started, was with the 1 song challenge. I would do, my commitment to myself was doing 1 song every day, no matter how short it was. And the reality is most songs are on average something between like 2.5 and 3.5 minutes. So if you say 3 minutes and you do 3 songs, you do 1 song a day for 7 days a week, that's 21 minutes of practice, but it's only a song. And you can keep your family out of there. Like you could set up a time where you're like, okay, this 5 minutes is my 5 minutes every day in the living room. Like I'm sure you could get them to agree to that. Or you could do it as an ergonomic break because you work from home, or one of your pee breaks, you just do 1 song. It will help your energy levels. It will actually reduce your glucose spike in your body. And they also say that taking, what do they call them? Dance parties is supposed to be really good for your metabolism overall. I've seen multiple, I haven't researched enough to be speaking as if I'm an expert on the subject. And there seem to be multiple studies that indicate having these short intervals will help you with maintaining all kinds of positive things in your body, including your glucose levels, which I think is, anybody who's worried about metabolic dysfunction, that might be something to be considering. It's just a perspective. You could try it and see. I mean, here's the cool thing about the 1 song challenge. You could do 2 1 song challenges in a row if you wanted to have a longer practice or you were super inspired. My current commitment to doing a daily practice video is I just have to do 1, but I'll get on the mat and I'll be like, that wasn't good enough. So I want to do another one. And it's really easy to just like slip into suddenly 40 minutes later, I've been practicing. What I've noticed is you seem to get better results in class when you're in your practice more regularly. And what I mean by better results is it's not that you necessarily pick up the moves more quickly. You're more resourceful in your approach to your practice when you're practicing regularly, because I perceive, get down on yourself because you weren't practicing, and then you're carrying that into the practice as opposed to being present in the moment with wherever you're at with loving grace. And I think if just having a little more consistency will help you have a better attitude about what you've done, because you're like, oh, I've done a lot of little things consistently over time. I mean, that is the whole tortoise and the hare thing, right? The hare is zhink, zhink, just sprinting, but then stopping, sprinting and stopping, and doesn't get to the finish line as fast as the tortoise, who just continues to do consistency over time. So, I mean, and plus there's statistics that say getting on the mat is actually more important than actually staying on the mat. That the consistency of so even if you show up and you only do one song, that's better for your practice, better for your habits than waiting until you have the amount of time to do all of what you want to do. I get the sense it helps with stress management and your sanity and your sense of self-expression and your sense of yourself as an artist, as well as your embodiment. And okay, so I'm getting a lot of head nods. I would invite you to consider, even though this isn't your own self-generated goal, I would invite you to consider, as a investment in yourself as a worker in your company, that you, as a bio break / ergonomic break / mental health break / stress management break, at some point every day, you do a song. Or every workday, just as part of your workday. And that way you have no real excuses. Like you're paying yourself to practice. I'm just saying.